And that's the 10th reason. Because of Alexis, I no longer have to be the only female in my family. I will no longer have to sit and suffer through endless discussions of sports statistics, sports players, football figures, and sports games. Because from now on, while that's going on, you and I are talking shoes, girl. Number 9. Alexis fits into our family like a glove. Besides Don and I, who think the sun rises and sets on her. Paul's middle brother, Jono, who was her camp counselor for several years, was thrilled from the start because she was, quote, the best camper ever.
Sorry, Jamie.
He loved you too, Lindsay. I know, he loved all of you too. But this is her party, so you're And most amazing of all, our oldest son, Danny, otherwise known as the critic, actually thinks she's really cool. Now that's really good coming from Danny.
I took him shopping at Bloomingdale's. I
Oh, that was the best. Number 8. Besides totally endearing herself to our immediate family here, last summer at my nephew's wedding in Israel, Alexis completely endeared herself to my entire family there. My mother, my sister, and all of Paul's cousins, Colonites, brothers and sisters. My mother fell in love with Alexis and decided to rename her right away. Alexis' new name is my Alexi, one word. As in, how is my Alexis? What does my Alexi's dress look like? I'm sending a gift for Paul and my Alexi. Make sure my Alexi sees it. Because of this, I think your new Hebrew name should be my Alexi. Okay, number 7. It's going to go quick, guys, really. Alexis, like many of us who live in New Jersey, has some allergies. This is my daughter-in-law, no less. Unfortunately, it turns out that Alexis is allergic to our entire house. Between Bailey, our dog, and Pinsky, our bird, not to mention the occasional dust under the couch. Well, maybe not that occasional, but nevertheless. Anyway, our house in Manalapan is a contaminated disaster for my future daughter-in-law. But, and here is another reason why we love you. Alexis bravely and cheerfully suffers through our often interminably long holiday dinners, quietly tearing up, welling up, choking up, without once complaining. Not only that, but at the start of each dinner, she even actually brings me flowers and sometimes wine for the dubious privilege of sitting there and she's an unbelievable trooper. Number 6. The other was okay. Being the mother of 3 boys, I never had the pleasure of enjoying shopping trips to the mall or any other kind of together time with any girls, like my friends and their daughters. Well, there was that one time when our middle son, Jono, when he was 4, decided that he wanted to be Wonder Woman.
If he was here, he could tell you.
If he was here. Oh my God. I really got very optimistic then, and really, but that was very short-lived when his father got into the act, and my hopes of having a shopping companion were forever dashed to pieces. Realizing this, and being the kind and generous person that she is, as soon as Paul and Alexis became engaged, she called me with a very special and generous offer. Alexis told me that she wanted me to share in all of her wedding experiences and plans, and that she would love it if I came with her to pick out, and Randy, to pick out her dress and everything else for the wedding day. That phone call made me cry and realize what a truly lucky mother-in-law I'm going to be.
That's great.
Okay, next is going to be... They say that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and the fifth reason for why we love Alexis is because of her family. I can see why Alexis always talked about how much she loves her grandma, Jane, who is beautiful, elegant, smart, and a charming lady. I'm so thrilled that Paul will have a grandma like her here in America.
That's so sweet.
Maren, Lindsay, and Adam are also beautiful examples of the Faiella clan.
Sorry, we're videotaping.
Oh, she's crying! Oh. And Al, where is he? Oh, and Al is always willing to help out and schmooze, and it's great that the dads get along so well together. Previously, the advice I always heard was no matter what, you must try to get along with the bride's mother. Get along? Randy and I get along so well that when we all get together, no one can get a word in edgewise. We seem to think alike in so many ways. I think I lost, no, thank goodness. Okay. This is the last. Ways, and always enjoy a good time together, even when Alexis and Paul are around. I'm so happy that in gaining Alexis as a daughter-in-law, I also gained her, Randy as my friend.
Thank you.
Number 4, while I'm on the subject of Alexis and her family, one more reason to love Alexis is the time and effort that she, Randy, and Al spend to accommodate the very specific needs of my religious and kosher family from Israel. Nothing was too hard or too much trouble, and in the end, I'm so grateful that my family will be able to enjoy the wedding as much as we all will. Now, the last 3 reasons are together. Finally, the 3 most important reasons why we love Alexis, and after these, I have something else to read, so don't go away. Number 3, it's the love and sparkle in my son Paul's eyes when he looks at her. The number 2 reason is the happiness we see and feel when the 2 of them are together. And lastly, by bestowing the precious gift of love and marriage on our son Paul, she's given us something, Don and me, something we have always dreamed of having, our very own daughter. Okay, now this is the last thing, and I promise. And I put this into Alexis's album because I wanted her to appreciate it as much as I did. And you will understand what it is after I read you the letter that I wrote to her. To Alexis, my future daughter-in-law. Many years ago, on my birthday, my mother-in-law, Marion, who is a very talented published poet, wrote a poem especially for me, which she gave me for my birthday present. I loved it then, but when I read it recently, I truly appreciated the depths of the feelings she expressed, because now that I was about to become your mother-in-law, I knew that I wanted to pass this poem down to you, and hopefully, if you're as lucky as I am, one day you will have a wonderful daughter-in-law to pass it down to also. And here it is, and it's called Earth Daughter. You are my earth daughter, not seated in my womb, not nurtured with my milk. You were not lullabied by me, nor diapered or cuddled. I never nuzzled your neck. You did not gurgle to me or coo, mama, mommy, nor did you take your first steps to me. I did not sit at bedside when you were ill, nor bathe your fevered brow and body. I did not watch you grow or parent you. You are my earth daughter. Your birth mother gave you her tenderness, your feeling for fairness. She gave you ambiance, your beauty and grace. She gave you mother wit, and she shared you with me. You are my earth daughter, daughter-in-law, and you are beloved.
I've read it before.